Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 26, check 26.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vita Vea. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Vita Vea, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Brady. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Steelers are going. On offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
So after the INT, it's Brady getting it out wide here to Bernard. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Pickett now on first down.
He gets it complete to Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
The Steelers at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year, and they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd and 2, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Got a to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Levante David in on the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. There he goes, left side. 30, 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Chase Claypool. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 95 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the... Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. Now on 2nd and 16. Brady. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. He's got some space, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 44, Pickett is going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
There's Evans again, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Bernard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Gio Bernard didn't tamper what he had done for 8 prior years in Cincinnati, and that was catch passes. He actually caught more passes than he had carries in 2021 as a backup in the Buccaneers offense.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Chris Godwin.
34 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Levante David. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Fournette is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Fournette again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, second down.
Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Buccaneers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. He's crashing.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Trying with Pickett here on third down.
Flushed out right. Complete. It's Johnson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Off play action. Pickett.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Snell is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
And that touchdown there, it's not going to get him a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. We own them. We own them.
Now Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well, but give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
They'll go with Snell here on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second down. Again, they defer to Snell. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They're going to run again with Snell. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now here's Snell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second down, again they defer to Snell. And this time he is in. Yes. Benny Snell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Buccaneers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.